Welcome back to the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championships here in Knoxville. We continue the day with fifth-seeded Iowa State. We're joined by student athletes Ashley Joens and Emily Ryan. We ask that all media silence your mobile devices, no flash photography, and if you would, state your name and affiliation, please. Let's go ahead and start off with questions.
Tommy Birch, Des Moines Register. Guys, how do you feel like the last couple of days have gone?
I feel like they've gone pretty well. We started our scout, are getting ready to go, and the coaches have done a great job. And if we just listen to them, kind of get ready to go here today and get some shots up.
Yeah, we've had a good couple days preparing, couple good practices, high energy coming into the tournament. And so I like the spot we're in, and we have another opportunity to practice on the court we're going to play on today. So we're going to have another good practice and get ready to go.
Coach Fennelly has mentioned a couple of times when you guys have had big wins, he could sense like, okay, the day before practice or that morning shoot around went really, really well. Have you guys noticed like a clear line in between like, okay, when it's going to translate from the court to, from practice to the court?
Yeah, you can kind of tell our energy level has been really high. Obviously, just really locked in, focused on the scout, what's going on, and just getting ready to go.
Connor Ferguson, Cyclone Fanatic. Ashley, we kind of talked about before the Big 12 tournament that you could have 2 games left or 9 games left, and obviously you played 3 in Kansas City and won all 3 of them. Have you kind of thought about that as this week and this tournament goes on?
It's not really something I think about, I guess. You just go out, you play as hard as you can, and you want to extend the season as long as you can. So if you go out and play as hard as you can, good things are going to happen, and you're able to continue moving forward.
And then for both of you guys, how are the travel issues getting here? How is everyone's mood going through that, I guess?
Anytime you get the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament, no matter what kind of challenges you face, for us it was the plane delay, but we're excited to be here and we're excited to get started and get to practice out on the court today.
Teresa Walker, the Associated Press, for both Emily and Ashley. Your ranking is higher than the host team. Coming to Tennessee, playing on this court, if able to get past Toledo, a team that's on a nice little winning streak of its own, but with all the orange around, what's the atmosphere like for you? Does it make it easier to focus in on your opponent tomorrow, or is it tough maybe not to think ahead or think about, might have been nice if we were hosting this round?
Yeah, we're just happy to be in the NCAA tournament. Obviously, you dream about it as a little kid. You watch it. So to be able to be here and get the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament is huge. When we step out on the court, you're not really thinking about what's going on around you. You're focused on what's going on at that moment and focused on your scouting report, what you're doing, and the game itself.
Yeah, definitely. And being in Tennessee, it's a great opportunity to play in an environment that is rich in basketball history and women's basketball specifically. So we're just really excited for the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament and against a really good Toledo team who's very skilled, and we're going to have to come ready to play for sure.
Coral Hall with the Knoxville News Sentinel. Actually, I wanted to ask you because there's been some discussion lately of players, whether they'll come back for a 5th year or go to the WNBA, and you were someone last year who you were projected to go, decently high in the draft, decided to come back for a 5th year. So I was just curious, what have you thought of your 5th year? Was it worth it? Are you happy you did it?
Yeah, obviously the opportunity to come back and play with this team, with these coaches, was something that I was looking forward to doing. And obviously we've had a lot of ups and downs this season, but just the opportunity to play in front of our fans at Hilton and then obviously do what we did in the Big 12 tournament. It's been a good year, and I'm happy I got the opportunity to come back and give it another shot.
Coach Fennelly talked a little bit about during the Big 12 tournament, he thought what you did there maybe improved your draft stock. Have you thought about just what the big stage of the NCAA tournament can do for that as well?
Yeah, I don't really think about it. Again, just focused on the game that's ahead of us. Winning that game, obviously, is our goal. So just really staying locked in, focused, and getting ready to go.
For Toledo, when a team is on a winning streak and has a win at Ann Arbor over a ranked Michigan team, how much does that, as soon as you saw that opponent, does that maybe help you lock in on, seedings don't seem to matter more and more as with each NCAA tournament. So when that win at Michigan, does that maybe kind of jump off and grab your attention as you prepare for this team?
Yeah, I mean, that happened really early in the season, and obviously Toledo's a really good team. They're on a 16-game win streak, but it's March, and any team can win at this point. You just have to come ready to go, stay focused, locked in, and be ready to go when it's game time.
Any other questions?
For Emily, as many minutes as you played at the Big 12 tournament, what's your recovery like? And how many days did you need to recover from playing almost every single second of that tournament?
Yeah, obviously it was a lot of minutes playing 3 games in 3 days against some really good competition and hard-fought games. It's going to take a toll on your body, but that's what March is all about. We took a day off to rest and recover, and then practices haven't been quite as strenuous. It's been a couple less segments as far as minutes go. But I just think once you get to March, it's kind of the nature of the game. You just play as much as you can and you rest later on. And this is the home stretch and might as well finish strong.
Anything else? Ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach Bill Fennelly will be here at 12:45. Hey, Coach.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Damn paradise.
No doubt. All right, we continue along with the head coach of the number 5 seed Iowa State, Bill Fennelly. Coach, if you don't mind, open us up with a statement about being here in the NCAA tournament.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Nothing better than being in the NCAA tournament. I want to thank the people here at the University of Tennessee. It's been incredibly organized, but we're just excited to be here. Anytime you can represent your university and, in my mind, the greatest sporting event in our country, it's a great thing. So our kids are excited. We have a big challenge in front of us, but really looking forward to playing again on Saturday.
Questions?
Bill, after the Big 12 tournament, you had talked a little bit about how you thought Ashley's draft stock probably rose from how she did what can playing in the NCAA tournament, playing on this biggest stage, do for her going forward? Is this another big opportunity for her to, I guess, improve it?
Oh yeah, it's like I told her. It's like you're interviewing for a job, and you just want to keep doing things that show your future employer that you're the person that they want. It's the biggest stage there is. Everyone's watching. Everyone in the Big 12 saw it, what she did last weekend, but this is a whole nother level, and I think she's one of the kids that's always embraced that. She can't wait to play, and I think I'd be shocked if she doesn't continue to play well.
Hey, Bill, Dave Briggs with the Toledo Blade. I should have asked you this earlier, but when you first saw Toledo pop up on the screen Sunday night, what was your instant reaction? Is it, this is cool, or damn, I don't want to play my friends?
Damn, I don't want to play my friends, to be honest with you. Literally, Trish and I had been texting, congratulating them on winning. It's always great when Toledo wins. It's always great when Toledo beats Bowling Green, too. That's always a bonus for us, Toledo people. No, you don't want to do it. You're going to play a really good team, and of all the teams that could pop up, that's the one that did. I think I'm sure the committee has a slight sense of humor, but no, I wasn't excited about it. But especially watching them on tape, I'm less excited about it. But congratulations to them, and really proud of what they've done. Like I've said many times, Toledo's a part of my life that'll never go away. And Coach Dyer and Coach Shaban, and I had 7 great years there, and it's truly a place that is near and dear to my heart.
Obviously, it's kind of a nice homecoming for Danae Fritz as well. Have you talked to her about that, and have you sensed maybe any extra motivation from her, and just kind of what has the last maybe month been like for her?
I mean, for as far as the last month, I think a big part of the reason we're here is Danae and Nye, the way they've played. Obviously, she's excited to be here. I don't know. It's ironically, her mother teaches at the University of Tennessee, and ironically, I got a text message. She's hoping to be here. She's in Africa. I'm like, what? But obviously, Nay and Vic are excited, and just so everyone knows, her name's Maggie Vick. We call her Vic because we have another Maggie, so don't write anything like he was rude and called her by her last name. She goes by Vic. That's her. She loves it. Got to clarify, But I think she's obviously it's an exciting time to when you go to school in Iowa and all of a sudden you get a chance to come home to play. I think she's very excited about it. But Nay's a lot like Ash. What time's practice and what time do we play? I don't care where. And that's kind of her personality.
Coach, as you guys kind of got here and got through the week, I know it probably stung a little bit not hosting on Sunday, but has that kind of completely left everyone's heads as the week goes on?
I can't speak for anyone else. It wasn't even in my head. I can't control that. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just excited we're playing, and I'm one of those people that when I saw our name come up, great, let's get organized, let's plan, and let's get ready to play. So there's a lot of things that you can't control, and that's one of them. So our job is to play Saturday against Toledo in Knoxville, Tennessee. So we will be here to play. Oh, man, I thought we were done. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Cora Hall with the Knoxville News Sentinel. I'm just curious, as someone who had a player, Ashley Joens last year, had good draft stock, decided to come back for a 5th year. I feel like that's been discussion recently with Rukia Jackson coming back, has high draft stock. What was your conversation with Ashley like? What's your advice to these kids who have these extra years and could go really high in the draft, but also could come back? What's your advice for that?
Right. Yeah. Everyone in the SEC didn't like to see her coming back. No, our discussion with Ash was the way I viewed it was we gave her all the information that we could gather. We talked to every WNBA team, and we just presented it to her. And she made the decision to come back because she loves college. She loves Iowa State. She really enjoys this team. I think every person has to make their own decisions. Obviously, it's not a monetary decision. Some kids are probably making more money in college with NIL deals than they will in the WNBA. So I think it's some of it's age, some of it's where you are in your life. I think our job as coaches, kind of like when you're a parent, here's the information, here's what I suggest. Numerous times ask me, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, I'm not going there. My job is to present you with the information. And she made the decision to come back. And obviously it was a really good decision for us and hopefully for her.
Any other questions?
Therese Walker, the Associated Press. When you look at Toledo with the streak that they've got on, what are they doing so well? You know, it's been a while since they won at Michigan, but when they're able to do that on the road and put that streak together, what's the one thing that you guys have to focus on the most tomorrow?
Well, I think no matter when the game was at Michigan, I promise you, I've done this. I don't know anything about their team, personality-wise, but I would promise you that my guess is they talk a lot about, hey, we beat Michigan at Michigan. We beat Michigan at Michigan. Doesn't matter when it was. We've all done that. I think they know how to win. They've won some close games. I think only a good team, a tough-minded team, a connected team, a well-coached team wins that game against Buffalo. And that's how you get to this point. And you look at what they've done. They're very skilled. They can score in a lot of different areas. And they play with a lot of confidence. I think they have a lot of confidence in each other. You can tell their demeanor with their coaches, their demeanor with each other. And I think that, you don't win 16 games in a row by accident. The MAC, I coached in the MAC for 7 years. That's a really, really good league. And to know that you go into a conference tournament, believe me, we did it 7 times, and you have to win to get in the NCAA tournament, the edge that you build up is really something that a lot of people don't understand. Our fans at Iowa State don't understand that. Tennessee fans don't understand that. Like, hey, if we finish 5th or 6th in our league, we're in the tournament. That doesn't happen in the MAC. So I think you know how good they are, how tough they are, and they just have a winning culture. Trish has been there 15 years, and you look at what they've done with their team, it's very impressive.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your time.
Iowa State practices at 1:10. The first 15 minutes will be open to the media.